me, mamo, moo. Me, me, mamo, moo. E-A-I-O-U. And sometimes why? Me, 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 me.
Calm down.
Okay, that was probably loud as fuck. You guys. Okay, so I went to the event. Now, I was a little nervous driving up to the event. And when I tell y'all, I had such a good time. Like, I had such a good time. It was so much fun. And I feel relieved that I went and that I didn't get scared and not do it. Now, I know you guys don't have a whole lot of footage after me, like, getting ready, because time just literally flew by. Like, after you guys saw me get ready, I had to do a one-on-one with one of my clients, and immediately after that I had to try to get dressed with what I was gonna wear and then pretty much leave, because the event was so far and I didn't want to be like super duper late, even though like I didn't have to rush. Like, I wasn't rushing, but I really didn't want to be super duper late because that's the first time I was going. And sometimes, like, when you arrive at an event and you're like the last one to arrive and nobody's ever seen you or anything like that, it puts you kind of like in an awkward position. So I was trying to decrease awkwardness as much as possible. So I literally had no time to like take any pictures or do any commentary telling you guys, oh, I'm scared, I'm about to go. Like, I didn't have time to do that. So I just went. That's another thing about people, or me personally, being a bit detached from socialization, is I tend to not be in the moment. And yesterday, like, this is the next day now. Yesterday, I was completely in the moment. Like, I was feeling it. I got all the stuff that I felt like I needed to bring with me. I brought my cards. I ended up doing readings. It was so much fun. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all, it was so much fun. Like, it was so worth it. It was so worth it. And as soon as I got done with my client, I just did what I had to do and got myself together to leave. And then I was driving. The drive was super nice because I just listened to music the whole time and I was jamming. And when I pulled up, it was so perfect because my favorite, not my favorite song, but I have plenty of favorite songs. One of my favorite songs right now played on the shuffle of my playlist. And I was like, yes, we did it. We got it. Like, alignment, bitch. Like, period. It was just right. And then I actually found where I was supposed to go. Like, the crazy part about it, when I tried to go 2 weeks ago and I got kind of lost on the street and I didn't know where to go, I was actually in the right place. I just didn't know I was in the right place. And I had a feeling that like a particular marking was where I was supposed to go. But I was so scared. Like, it wasn't the right time. It was the right place, but the wrong time. So this time I ended up showing up and the location was just it was perfect for me because of the fact that it was like in the middle of the woods. Like, that's my vibe. If I can be in the middle of the woods, like in nature, I'm super comfortable. And I got there and like there were animals walking around and it was just like, it was such a vibe, you guys. And the people were really nice and welcoming. And I feel like it's super different from what I'm used to when it comes to socializing. Like, I've been the type of person who's I feel like I've had to deal with a lot of, I guess, criticism maybe, or animosity amongst people. Like, in certain settings, I've had to deal with a lot of tension when it comes to socializing and like meeting people, because I don't know, like I guess I don't know why. Like, I'm not trying to be big-headed or prideful and be like, oh, everybody's jealous of me. No, I'm not trying to be like that. But sometimes it's true, like people are jealous and they don't really understand how much that affects the person that they're jealous of, but it's like they don't care at the same time because they're jealous. But I don't think that that's necessarily just it. I also feel like I've had issues socializing and really opening up in certain settings because it wasn't the right setting for me. Like, it wasn't a place that I was necessarily aligned with or supposed to be in. It wasn't a setting that was true to who I am authentically. So I guess what I'm trying to say, in my own unique way, long-winded as it may be, is that I don't want you guys to be afraid to do things, to experience things, to try things that are not usually what you do, or it's not usually the type of people who you're around, because sometimes, because of how we've been conditioned, we are made to think that we're supposed to be in certain settings or with certain groups just so that we can be liked. And a lot of times our desire to be liked or our desire to be accepted is usually centered around groups of people or situations where we never really belonged in the first place. And that sense of rejection that I think I was talking about earlier kind of comes in, where it's like, oh, if I'm able to go into this situation or this setting and not be rejected and be able to fit in with people and be like them, then I can finally be validated. And that's a load of shit. That's a crock of shit, guys. A crock of shit. Because at the end of the day, like, why would you want to be accepted by people who don't want you there? Why would you want to be accepted by people who don't value you? And I get why. I know why. And it's because a lot of times we feel like it would basically heal the trauma that we've experienced, or we feel like it would somehow validate us or make better the negative experiences that we've had in similar situations. But it doesn't. It just makes you more disconnected from who you really are. And when you're in settings where you're finally truly accepted for who you are, you know, and this is the first time I've been there, so take this with a grain of salt, because that's what I'm doing. But just the energy being as it was and feeling more in tune with the type of energy that I want to surround myself with, it's like when you finally get into that place, you're able to see that every way that maybe you were fitting in or trying to fit in with people who you didn't belong with or places that you didn't belong in, it's like you have that clarity to see that that was futile. Okay, it was futile in your efforts because it wasn't really doing anything for you. It was never going to give anything to you. It was never going to really fill you back up the way you want to truly be filled up. So I hope that just my words, because I don't have a lot of like documentation of this event. Like, I didn't want to be in there like with a camera in people's face like, come on, hey, we on the video. Like, no, like that was fake. So I decided to live in the moment. I will actually add the pictures that I did take of the event, because I did take a few pictures, but it's really quick. So I'll put those in. See how quick that was? We back. I almost forgot. We did karaoke too. Oh my God. It was some singers in there. I felt like I just felt like I was just in a different dimension. Like, we were belting it out. I'm talking Fantasia. I'm talking about, what's that boy's name? Can we talk for a minute? Because I want to get to know you. And I dreamed of you ever since. That's the wrong lyrics, but you get what I'm saying. Girl, I want to know your name. Well, my go-to is always Lauryn Hill. It got the party vibing. Hey, I had the party jumping. everybody was singing along. Okay. But yes, I almost forgot that we did karaoke too. And then it just really felt like there was no pressure. Y'all, we were having some really good conversations. It was a lot of fun. Like, I can't express to you guys how much fun I had and how much I just felt free and like unjudged. And it was so refreshing. Like, I don't know what it is about some of these places that people go into and like the energy that's created there. I feel like the energy is a collection of energy from everyone who's involved, but it's like, man, it really made me think about the fact that some places are just not for me, and that's okay. And it doesn't mean that the people who are there are any greater than or less than, but it's just not for me because I'm just not in that place. I don't know what that place is. It's just a different place. And that's okay. And I'm happy that I took this moment to experience this for myself and know that that's okay, you know? But I just hope that my commentary and you just kind of like seeing my perspective of taking this risk and taking this leap, I hope that it gives you courage in your life to do some things that are different from what you normally do. Because one thing about me, like, this year, I'm not trying to be in nobody's club like that. Like, I'm over it. I'm over the whole club scene. This year, I'm trying to be doing more self-enrichment activities that teach me something, activities where I can mingle with people who are like-minded, activities where I can expand upon my creativity. Like, that's the type of vibe that I'm trying to have this year. And I hope that this was able to possibly give you strength and courage and confidence with doing that type of stuff for yourself, because I feel you will benefit a whole lot more from those types of activities, whether they're creative activities or knowledge-based activities or whatever it is that you find interesting in your life for you and what you want to do. I don't want you to necessarily be like me or copy me, because I'm just the same as you. Like, I'm a regular human. I'm a regular person. I am special in my own unique ways, but I'm not more or less special than you. And I want you to make the best choice for yourself. So not everyone is going to be able to go to some random event in the woods and it be okay. I don't want to perpetuate that. I want you to be safe with all of your endeavors, and whatever you experience, I want you to use your intuition, your caution, and also your best judgment when it comes to the risks that you take moving forward. But I also don't want you to be afraid to take those risks, you guys. So I love y'all. I hope it helped. Okay, y'all be sure to subscribe, like the video, share this video with someone who you think it might benefit, and I'll see y'all next time. Wow, you guys, this camera is so much better. This camera is so much better. I need to get I don't know, I might need to upgrade my phone, because my camera on my other phone is like super dingy, bro. Like, the front facing camera on my other phone is super dingy, and I've been trying to figure out why, and like, I really don't understand why. I'm about to do a side-by-side and show you guys like the difference. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Even though my other camera is like, I guess it's a wider filter or something. Oh, girl, bye. But it's like super dingy and dull. Like, it looks super dull. And I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna have to remember that for next time. I be forgetting, y'all. Listen, we working out the kinks on that ass.